Attention all stations, this is Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey. Open up the Aries lockdown net now. It's day number 1755. Thanks for Grandpa Greg to look up that information for me. Anyways, let's start with time sensitive and mobile stations. Any time sensitive mobile stations, please come forward now.
The 3RM. VA3NCA.
Okay, we got two. Let's go ahead with Ron. Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Not doing too bad, and just for a point of information, it's not 1755, it's 755. And yeah, I'm just being a quick check-in and going back to my movie. But just wanted to be a check-in. V3RM.
Okay, no problem. 17,055. So, yeah, I think we're just going to count this lockdown net in years. So, we're at the beginning of the third year. And continuing. Thanks for that, Ron. Enjoy your apple pie and all the rest of that stuff. And happy Easter to you and your family. And just to let you know, my super duper cheesy macaroni and cheese came out of the oven just wonderfully to go along with my spiral sliced ham. Anyways, won't hold you up. Have yourself a good evening, and let's move on to Wade.
Good evening, Mac, and good evening, everybody online. I missed the very, very start, but it sounds like you are picking up for RPAD tonight. Nice to hear. Yeah, nothing much to report, just getting an early check-in before I head off to Easter dinner time, so I wanted to get that out of the way. Mac, I heard you on the air today, Parks on the air. I was in behind you a couple of times, so I got a chance to play around and pick up maybe about 10 or so contacts, and I heard you in there. I also heard Larry in there as well, so yeah, nice to hear the Ontario contingent represented. Anyways, I'll send it back to you, Mac, VA3NCA. Thanks for doing it.
Okay, Wade. Well, the good news is you're coming in with an S8 tonight, so that's much higher than your regular radio reports on the ZOE net. Anyways, yeah, I chased some POTA stations today. It was somewhat fruitful. Most of my work was done after the Ontario stuff was done. And there was also some contesting in the States that really made a mess of the bands over yesterday and today. But I just wanted to make sure that I got my logs filled out for the POTA award for this weekend. Anyways, anything further before you go back to your dinner? And what are you having for Easter? Go ahead.
Well, we have a bit of a mixed bag. We have a lot of different people with different food requirements. So we're having a baked potato, and we're having some chili stuffing and ham and a little bit of everything. So a little bit like you with your ham anyways. That's the main dish for us meat eaters in the family, and the rest of them can have the other rabbit food. Anyways, they're out of earshot, so I can say that. But yeah, anyways, I will send it back to you. I'll listen along for a little bit, but I probably won't make the whole net tonight, but I'll pick you up again tomorrow. Thanks for doing it and picking up for RPAD, Mac, VA3NCA. I'll be clear after my return.
Well, roger that. Very good, Wade. Thanks for that. Yeah, I used to work with a guy who was a staunch vegetarian. He used to run marathon races, and then he'd be down for the count for 2 or 3 days afterwards because he wasn't carrying enough protein in his bones. But I used to tell him quite bluntly, I like vegetarians. Cows are vegetarians. I eat vegetarians. Okay, let's see. Is there any other mobile or time-sensitive stations that want to check in with us before we open up the net? All right, nothing heard there. So again, to reiterate, and thanks for the clarification there, Ron, it is 17,055 million, 755 days that we've been doing this. So I've thankfully had the chance to pick up a couple of nets here and there. And I think RPAT is doing something with the family, which is admirable. So let's open up the net, and we'll look forward to taking check-ins from any station anywhere, as long as you are adequately qualified. So day number 755, and looking to take check-ins. Go ahead. Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Golf Tango.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Okay, Grandpa Greg, how you doing tonight? You're sounding really good coming in from Simcoe. What's on the table?
Oh, not much. Just want to say hi to anybody listening so far on the net, and you got it up and going pretty good. It looks like Chuck's going to do the YouTube for you there, and it is 755 like I sent you. So there you go. Everything looks like it's working out. So back to you at net control there, Matt. CA3SEC.
Okay, Grandpa Greg, very good. Happy to report an S2 on reverse for you. So keep up the good work, and maybe we'll have to talk about some antenna restraints or some other means of making sure your vertical antenna remains vertical instead of swaying in the breeze. Yeah, very good. Anything else before we go?
Oh, nothing else at this time. I just thought I'd get in there, make sure everything was right or wrong that we had given you, and give you a piece of the pot. So we're listening in the way there, so carry on with the net. Hopefully a lot of check-in. CA3SEC.
Okay, roger that. And yeah, I'm looking for lots of peas for the pot because that spiral sliced ham makes a really good complement to split pea soup. So we'll be looking forward to that. All right, so including myself, we got 4 in the log so far, and we're looking for check-ins for day number 755 on the Aries Lockdown Net. Any new stations, please come forward.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
VA3 HWB.
Okay, there's 2 more. So number 5 is Chuck and VA3 CJZ. How are you celebrating your Easter Sunday? You got a big fixing going on the table, or just a lot of chocolate? Go ahead.
Good evening there, Mac, and everybody on frequency. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Chuck here in the east end of Hamilton. And I'm sad to report, Mac, that it's neither. I'm by myself. The wife is at work on an afternoon shift. My daughter's at her boyfriend's. But we are having family dinner tomorrow. So that's in the works. And yeah, other than that, had a great weekend on the radio. We got about 30 check-ins over the weekend. Most of them were for the Ontario QSO party. And conditions weren't as great as I was hoping for, but you work with what you got. Excuse me. And so, yeah, Other than that, there, Mac, you're sounding good on reverse. Oh, and we are streaming live on YouTube. The net is streaming under my call sign, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, or VA3CJZ in the search box. And look for us live there. Day number 17,055. Back to you there, Mac.
All right, we can always depend on Chucker to bring us out of the fuzz. Okay, very good, sir, and hope you enjoy your family dinner tomorrow. By then, I'll be eating leftovers of Easter dinner. I'm expecting that I'm going to get spiral sliced ham sandwiches for tomorrow, but I know I've got some nice fresh whole wheat buns and some honey mustard to go along with that. Anyways, yeah, you're sounding really good. I've got you with an S7, so you're probably running a little bit more than that 10 watts that you usually put out. So your station's doing a fairly good job there tonight, Chuck. Anything else before we carry on?
Yeah, well, don't forget to check out the net tonight afterwards and listen to yourself with that brand new, shiny, well, new to you microphone there. You're sounding good. I've got you at about S15 over S9. And yeah, good sounding audio tonight.
Very good. Thanks a lot for that, Chuck. And with that, we'll move down to the next guy on the list, which is Dave, VA3HWD. You're sounding good tonight as well. Go ahead.
All quiet here, having a quiet dinner with my wife, and that's about it.
So, what's on the table? You got a nice duck or a goose or turkey or ham or some vegetarian selection? We all want to know.
No, we're going with pork.
Okay, roger that. I think there's a lot of pork being devoured today, and yeah, I saw the meme on online with the reference to the guys out west still shoveling out of that 50 to 70 centimeter snowfall. They had Santa Claus delivering the Easter eggs because the snow was too deep for the rabbit. Okay, Dave, I've got you with an S2 tonight. A little lower than usual, but I think that's because you're saddled up to the dining room table. Roger?
No, I'm in my usual spot, waiting for dinner to be ready. I don't know why I would be lower. It should be just normal.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, maybe just conditions. No problem. Glad to hear you in there and appreciate your check-in. Thanks a lot, Dave. And with that, let's give another call out, see if there's anybody else that wants to check in for day number 755 with Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey. Please come forward.
Victor Echo 3, Bravo Mike Oscar.
Okay, Pierre, you're next on the list. Go ahead.
Yeah, just another bean for the pot, and hello everybody on the net, and thanks for doing the net there, Mac, and yeah, not much to report, still testing positive, and now my wife's got it. Back to you.
All right. Well, I'm thinking it's the virus, not an STD. So unfortunate that you're still testing, but it sounds like you're acting more like yourself. So yeah, I trust everybody is not getting any severe complications from it. Anyways, I can't give you an S50 report, but I can give you a nice solid S9. So you're sounding good, Pierre, and like I say, you sound more like yourself. I know when I talked to Flynn a day or so ago, and he actually sounded like a human being again. So it is kind of good that you guys are climbing back from the cause of the disease. Anything else, Pierre, before we go?
Nope, that's all I got for you. Continue on and VE3 BMO.
Okay, very good. Getting a good lineup here. So where are we now? Seven stations, including myself so far. So who wants to be number 8? Come on forward to Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey.
Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo India.
Good evening, Larry. You're sounding really good tonight. And what do you got for the net? Go ahead.
Nothing really to report. I heard you chasing N6NRD and VE3 THR this afternoon. I'm taking it you're using the new mic because you sounded great up there on 40.
Yeah, I was bouncing around between 40 and 20, and I actually got better results on 20 today. 40 didn't really. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was just the U.S. stations that were still busy with the contesting. But yeah, I made a few contacts today on POTA, and got them logged in on the POTA website as well as on QRZ. So yeah, this setup does sound pretty good, I guess. So it's still a question in my mind what I'm going to do. I did price out the SM20 and SM50, which is the newer versions of this, and I also sent off an email to our friends at Radio World to see if they can give me a more concise delivery date for the Heil hand mic. So we'll figure that out in short term. Anyways, I'm going to send you a message a little bit later on tonight there, Larry, and anything else? Oh, sorry. Got you with a 15 over S9 tonight, so your station is doing a good job across the mountain. Anything else?
No, that's it, Mac. Nothing to really report. The kids were here for supper, had a turkey, and nothing really too fancy. As a matter of fact, we ended up buying baked potatoes at the store. The ones that are already basically wrapped up. Yeah, instead of the wife, boiling potatoes, mashing and putting the cream in, the butter, all the rest of it, just get some of those. She goes, yeah, that's a good idea. So we had that for supper with, obviously, the sour cream and chives. That's about it, Mac. Thanks for doing it. I guess our pad's busy. So, all right, well, good luck and have fun doing her.
Okay, roger that. And yeah, sometimes mealtime cheats are just as good as the extra work that you put in for yourself. Anyways, glad you enjoyed it, and hope the family's well. All right, let's see. Let's see who's going to be number 9 on the list. Come on in to Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey.
VE3 FJJ.
VE3 APT.
Okay, we'll take that. We got 3 stations there, Flynn, Jeff, and Albert. So, Flynn, go ahead. What's on the table?
Well, hello there, Mac. Everybody on frequency. Just thought I'd say hello and feeling much better.
Well, you're sounding very non-zombie-ish, so we're glad to hear that. You're coming into me with an S7 tonight, so doing a super job from down in the Eastern Front. Anything else, Flynn? Are you back to work full time and banging her out, or what? Are you still isolating?
I'm going back tomorrow, actually, so yeah. So it's going to be, I'm kind of happy, so I'm not sitting around going nuts.
Roger that. I think I told you the story about my chicken pox way back when, but yeah, certainly being out of circulation is no fun at all. All right, Flynn, and again, an S7, good job. Keep up the good work. So let's see, Jeff, WJD, the only thing I can rely on is the way you're coming in through the repeater, because I don't hear you on direct. So you did hold the repeater. Let's see how that goes. What's on the table for Easter dinner? All right, well, Jeff, this time around, the repeater didn't like your signal, but nonetheless, I heard a little bit of disturbance on the backside. So keep up the good work. Conditions are conditions, so we'll take advantage of them at their peaks. Thanks for your check-in. At least I've got your call sign in the log, and with that, we'll carry on down. Albert, how you doing tonight, and what's on the table?
Hey, good evening, Mac. Thanks for doing the net there. I see you're taking over for RPAT this evening. Nothing to report, just the general check-in. Actually, we had meatloaf for dinner this evening, so there you go, no turkey. But anyways, I'm on a handy talkie here, 5 watts on one of them discone antennas, so funny-looking antennas, about 15 feet off the ground. Back over to you, Mac.
Well, your 5 watts and discone antenna is doing a fairly good job. You're not that far away from me anyways, but I got you at 15 over S9 on reverse, and you're coming into the repeater nice and clear as well. Handheld, it's a little bit bassy, but it's we can still tell it's you. Anything else?
No, just the general check-in, Mac. Back over to you. Let you get on with the net. 7-3.
7-3. Thanks for your check-in. Any other stations looking to check in with the COVID lockdown net? State number 755. Please come now.
Atta boy, Albert. V3PDL.
Okay, well, it almost sounds like 2 separate stations, but yeah, there was one caller with a lot of energy, and then there was Paul. Go ahead, PDL.
Thanks, you're rotten. Just a hello out there to Albert and everybody else that's checking in, and good to see you pick up the reins there, Mac. Just figured I'd throw a bean in the pot, sir.
Okay, another bean for the pot to go along with the leftover ham. That's good. As usual, 15 over S9, and good to hear your jovial jocularity. And anything else, Paul?
No, just we had turkey and all the fixings there for supper tonight, so that's what was on my table.
Very good, very good. And I'm sure puppies will get their share. Okay, thanks again, Paul. And the adapter cable is doing a super job, as you can well tell. Let's see if there's any other stations to check into tonight's COVID lockdown net, day number 755. Come now.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo Yankee Yankee.
Good evening, George. You're sounding really good tonight. You're up after your bedtime, but nonetheless, let me check you on reverse. What's on the table tonight?
Yeah, 70 watts going out. Yeah, this is the first time I felt human. Still have some pain in the spine and the leg, but it wasn't too bad. We had 14 at the table tonight. A family from Elmira, New York. They just left a few minutes ago. And we had ham, scalloped potatoes, carrots, peas. I think there was fried onions in there somewhere, and beautiful dessert, which was a little bit too sweet for me. But yeah, sitting there at the dinner table when we were having our wonderful meal, I thought of the less fortunate, specifically the ones in Ukraine with nothing, no heat, no water, no nothing, and crossed my mind. And anyway, it's just very unfortunate. We have such a great dinner, and those have not. Too bad we couldn't have shared. But anyway, that's about it. You got your signal. You're always 20/20. It doesn't matter what I do on direct with you. There's no change. The only change is not much in the audio is a little better on direct, but you're bang right on the money both ways.
All right, George. Thanks for the bouquet of flowers. Always appreciated. I've got you on direct at about 7.5 on the S meter. So very, very good signal. Yeah, I guess introspectively, the spirit of the day does cause us to think about those that are less fortunate in the situations that are occurring all around the world. Some that are in the media and others that we're not hearing any news about. So very good point. Appreciate that sentiment. Anyways, George, always good to hear you there. And I'm sure if there's anything else that you'll pop in later on.
Yeah, I certainly will. Thanks. But I feel great for a change. What a difference. Thanks for doing the net also. I don't know where Arpad is. I didn't hear from him, so I don't know if he went on a holiday or what he did. VE3KYY, thanks again.
Yeah, I'm sure whatever Arpad is doing, he's enjoying it with his family. I got a secondhand message to say Arpad's looking for you to run the net, so I said yes, and then I sent him a text message, and he said thanks, and that's kind of it. So maybe tomorrow or the day after we'll figure out, he'll report whatever he was up to. Anyways, yeah, as far as the back problems and all the rest of that stuff, my sentiments, yeah, I did go through some things similar to that, and that lower back issue causing numbness and pain down one leg is it's debilitating to say the least. But yeah, modern technology is definitely our best friend when it comes to that. Anyways, let's see. Good lineup here. We got any additional stations to check in with us tonight? Just a quick note before I unkey. At 8 o'clock, we are going to go and occupy a frequency of 446.125 and have another edition of our Sunday night 70 centimeter sideband net. So anybody that's got a multi-mode, multi-band radio is more than welcome to join us. Anyone new check-ins for tonight's COVID lockdown net, day number 755. Please come forward.
Victor Alpha 3, Extra Lima Juliet.
Good evening, Vanya. Good to hear you. You're sounding pretty good. Where are you at? Well, I'll let you tell me. It sounds like you're mobile, perhaps. Go ahead.
Yes, I am. I'm just headed to get my double so I can climb up on the mountain and the finish listening reminder of the net. So yeah, I might be cutting in and out, but I think this stretch here should be fine with the deception on the repeater side. Yeah, I'm just on Highway 8 and whatever this road is, Milan, whatever the thing is. Yeah.
Okay, so even with that, through the repeater, there's a little bit of picket fencing and stuff like that, but nonetheless, on direct, your radio's giving me an S5 signal, so you're doing a good job tonight. So you ducked out of the house to get yourself a coffee, I guess you've already had your Easter dinner with the family?
I didn't cook per se. Like, we got lucky that my friend's mom, she sent some food over with eggs. That saved me the painting too. That was good. I got lucky today. And my daughter's boyfriend mom, she also sent some Polish food over. So, I mean, we are kind of like picking out on food that other people eat. So basically, that's more or less what we did today. And I'm just still kind of trying to recuperate because I got a little bit busy last couple of weeks at work. So I'm tiny bit beat up, but other than that, it's a business as usual, I guess.
Well, there you go. And sharing food with other folks is an extension of love. So obviously, Vanya, you're loved by a lot of people. So make sure you put that in your belly. Anyways, anything else before we carry on?
No, I'm gonna just try. I believe that this little radio can transmit on AM. I'm gonna try to rejoin you guys up on SSBnet and see will it work. So yeah, listen for the funny modulator signal later on.
Okay, that frequency again is 446.125, and that'll start at 8 o'clock tonight. All right, what do we got? The clock says 19:30, so we've got some time. Any other stations looking to join us tonight for D number 755? Please come forward.
Victor Echo 3, Alpha Dio at Foxtrot.
Okay, Amnon has joined the party. Good evening, sir. You're sounding good. Let me check you on reverse. But what's on the table for dinner?
We already had dinner. We eat early. I don't like eating late at night, so we tend to eat early. And what did we have? I don't remember. That's how exciting it was. Are you getting a good copy on me there, Mac?
I am. You're coming through the repeater without a problem, and there's no break there, and I've got you with just about an S2. So you're sounding good today.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I'm receiving the repeater only with about an S6 or so, bouncing between S5 and S6. I got you with an S3, and the rec signal is bouncing there a little bit as well. So conditions are not all that good. And yet I just got off the HF, and there was a station coming in from Rome, Italy, and it was hitting me with 10 over 9. I tried to get back to him, but I just can't compete with some of the other stations. And something that I'm not quite sure why it's happening, and he does a QRZ call, and I answered. By the time I unkey with my call sign, so he's already talking to somebody else. Back to you, Mac.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that as well. I was trying to reach out to a station in Germany that was on 20 meters, and his initial CQ call, my goodness, it was almost 2 minutes long. His initial CQ call was coming to me with a full scale. He was definitely 5 by 9. But he took a response from somebody down in the States, and I think he swung his beams to the south, and he went from S9 down to an S3. And I think the short answer is our American neighbors, there's a lot of them that have call signs that are significantly shorter. Ours are all either 4 or 5 digits long. So once you call out Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, somebody down the States that's Alpha 1 3 5, and they're already in. So yeah, there's no accounting for the no postal code envy here. Anyways, keep up the good work, and patience wins long term on HF. Anything else, Amnon?
Yeah, what I try to do is I try to just give a VE. I just say VE3 or AJF. So sometimes I won't give the whole call sign. still doesn't seem to help. Yeah, but conditions were really good because you were talking to the West Coast all the way to California, and I could hear those stations as well quite clearly. Anyway, yeah, patience, that's what it takes. Thanks, Mac. Back to you, V3.
Yeah, very good, Amnon. And yeah, some patience today. For instance, the POTA guys. I got contacts on 2 stations that were 1 kilohertz apart, and I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but I was still getting QRM from the lower station when I made contact with the station 1 kilohertz up. But I was just waiting for that right opportunity to key up and enjoy the break between the QRM interference. Anyways, good long list here. Let's see if there's anybody else to come in and join us with day number 755 of the COVID lockdown net. Please come forward.
VA3 and PT.
Okay. Good evening, NPT. I'm even going to say your name correctly. Nuno, good to hear you in there.
Good to hear you, Mac. Hi to everyone. Hope everyone had a great long weekend. Yeah, thank you, Mac, for doing the net tonight. As ARPAT just took some day off. And yeah, nothing else to say. I'm just waiting for, I don't know what the wife is going to do for dinner. I know it's some kind of meat, but I don't know what it is. And that's it. And then bed, and tomorrow back to another Air Canada thing. So it's life.
Yeah, roger that. And Monday morning comes as early as usual. So being off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's always a good thing. For me, it really wasn't a complete downtime weekend. Still had a few business contacts to make for a couple of tooling emergencies. So yeah, there was a little interruption in the put your feet up and relax downtime kind of stuff. Anyways, Nuno, super job as usual. Your equipment is pushing an S20 to my location. I trust you enjoy your Easter dinner, no matter what kind of meat wanders to the table. Ours was the spiral sliced ham, and it's always good when it's got an extra glaze on the outside of it. So an entire piece of pork that all tastes like bacon. Can't be a bad thing. All right, anything else, Nuno, before we carry on?
No, yeah, that sounds delicious. Yeah, that's it for tonight, Mac. I hope if I have any time, free time before I go to bed at 10 or 11, because I have to wake up at 5 in the morning. So probably I'm just going to step it up a little bit on your sideband, and then I call the night. 73 for now, VA3 and PT.
Very good, Nuno. We'll look forward to hearing you on 446125 at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much. Anyways, let's see. Maybe we can add to the list. Any other stations for day number 755 of the COVID lockdown net? Please come forward.
VA3XLJ, recheck question.
Vanya, for you, anything. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mark. I didn't speak on radio for probably a good week and a half per se. Did you happen to have the new microphone, or you are coming really clear and the crisp today? So did you do something to the microphone or radio or something?
Oh, here we go.
You did mention you might be getting the new mic.
Okay, well, I guess out of Larry's frustration, V3LBI lent me a SM20 to try out on the radio, and it's obviously a very very different audio experience. So yes, the stock mic on the 7100 is undermodulated to say the least, and it's probably the only thing that has disappointed me with that radio. So the SM20 is punching out a little bit better, and that's the only difference tonight. Back to you.
Oh, okay, thank you. So that explains it, because it's really sounding very good like it, because I mean my ears are shut, so all those years working in factories, so but I could hear actually the difference, like it. I don't know how to explain, but it's just a clean and crisp, and that's the best I can come up with it, and it really does sound good. Whatever that microphone is, it's really good.
Well, to add to that, Paul, PDL, was good enough to loan me the adapter patch cord that can fit this microphone to my radio. So somewhere between the pair of these guys lending me some equipment to supplement my radio, this is what you get. And you've obviously moved location. You're now at a full scale. So I've updated your check-in for an S9 tonight. So keep up the good work, Vanya.
Yes, I will reach my top of the mountain, so I'm gonna sit here for a while and wait for the next net.
Okay, very good, sir. Excellent. I heard another station check-in with another comment. Anything else, PDL? Okay, sorry about that. Victor Echo 3, Papa Delta Lima. Did you have anything further to add?
No, sir. No, sir. I just thought you being told that you sounded good now might have swelled your head. I was just getting nervous.
No, Paul, I'm the one that's getting nervous because it does sound good. And the SM30 and SM50 microphones, I've priced them, and that's why I'm getting nervous. And that's why I sent Karen a reminder email to verify my lead time for the Heil mic that I ordered, because the $96 Heil mic is a little bit better price point than what the XM50 is. But anyways, you know, it's just like owning a boat, right? You get the footitis. Every year you got to get one that's 1 foot larger, and in this case it's extra decibels and extra modulation and all the rest of that stuff. Okay, thanks, Paul. Wow, look at all these numbers and letters and stuff. Let's see if we can add to the list. Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey is here for day number 755 of the COVID lockdown net. Looking for further check-ins. Please come forward.
V3AJF, recheck.
Go ahead, Emnon.
Yeah, Mac, the first thing I got rid of, well, I didn't get rid of it, using it as a spare, is the stock microphone of the 7100. Mainly because it didn't have a keypad on it. And this one, the 151, has a keypad on it, you know, so you can remotely control the radio. And I've been told it sounds a little bit better than the other one. And I just remembered, oh yeah, Paul, I got Paul for an S1, noisy but readable signal. So the e-transfer is on the way. And yeah, you asked me what we had for dinner. I don't know how I forgot, because I cooked dinner. I do my world famous pan-fried chicken. So that's what we had, pan-fried chicken and some greens. Back to you, Mac V3AJF.
Wow, that sounds like really down home. You're talking about collard greens?
Yeah, a mess of vegetables.
Okay. Sounds delicious. Absolutely delicious. All right. Thanks for that, Emnon. And we're still looking for more check-ins. We have time. This is Victor Alpha 3, Indy Bike Whiskey. It's day number 755. New check-ins, please come forward. Go ahead, Chuck.
Chuck, I got you with an S2, a little bit of noise, but readable signal. Same to you and your family, B3 Adrian.
Okay, thank you, Emnon. Thank you, Chuck. Very good. Any other stations looking to check in to day number 755 of the COVID lockdown net? Please come forward.
That should have been a recheck, not a recheck.
Yes, roger that. Any other stations looking to check in? Please come forward.
Funny. By the way, Mac, what kind of mic, Heil mic is it you're getting?
The Heil mic, the Heil handheld mic for this radio, I guess they just call it an HM-IC. So hand mic IC, something like that. But it has the dynamic element, and it's supposed to be as crisp as what Emnon has used, the 195 or 159. So it sounds like Emnon's using the mic that is stock for the 7300, I believe. And the 200 and whatever this one is, 295 or, it's just muffled and low audio and all the rest of it. So there's a lot of YouTube videos online for the various options to replace the stock mic for. But the Heil sounded like the better way to go.
Okay, just checking out the Heil Sound HM-IC microphone here. The DX Engineering sells it for $89, but they also want $40 for the adapter cable. So you already have the adapter cable you're going to need?
No, the adapter cable was part of the order with Radio World, and they've got it for something less than that. So the bottom line is about the same. So the Heil mic is $96, and I think the adapter cable was $33. So this, that, and the other, and shipping equals bottom line, both the same.
Yeah, I've priced things in between the two before, between DX Engineering and Radio World. They're within a few bucks. I mean, it's close. Plus, yeah, you got to pay for your own delivery through Radio World. Anyways, okay, Mac, thank you very much. Let's pull a couple more in there. VA3 CJZ.
Okay, roger that. What do I see here? 1940 is what I show on the clock. Any other check-ins for the day number 755 of the COVID lockdown net? Okay, I've got the repeater heard from, so let's log in ZOE. Very good. Let's move to last call stations. Last call. Any last call stations for the COVID lockdown net, day number 755?
VE3 GMP.
VA3 NFG.
Okay, last call, rum and coke. Garnett, how you doing tonight?
Doing awesome tonight. I had a good dinner, having a good evening, good day. I see you doing the net. What happened to Alpad? He's busy tonight?
Well, let's just assume that he's had a big turkey dinner and he's on a tryptophan overload and snoozing with his hands over his belly. I have no idea what he's doing. I got the message secondhand that he was looking for me to take on the net tonight. So let's ask him tomorrow night what he was up to.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, Mac. Anyways, good evening.
Yeah, well, Garnett, you've obviously got your Easter dinner under your belly already. What was on the table? And by the way, you were coming in with a 15 over S9.
Yeah, we ordered takeout. We had Indian food come in.
All righty. Multinational Easter celebration. Very good. Do you go for the spicy stuff or the vegetarian side?
No, we go for the spicy. My wife likes it really spicy. I like it kind of medium spicy. We order 2 different things all the time.
Oh, very good. Yes. I was supposed to go out with a gang, I guess a week ago Friday, for Indian food for lunch, but I got sent on a business trip instead. So I posted to all my workmates a meme missing biryani. Anyways, you're sounding good there, Garnett, tonight, and thanks for checking in with us. Anything else before we go?
Yeah, I'm on my remote setup anyway, so I'm not in the radio room. But it's working good, and you sound good back this way, Mac.
Okay, very good, Garnett. Thank you very much. And let's bring in Steve, NFG. Good evening.
Good evening, Mac, and everybody on net. Just throwing a chuck in there. As they say, bean for the pot. I say bud for the bowl. Tomato. Anyway, we did our supper on Friday, Good Friday, so we're just chilling here and about to have some cheesecake. So there you go. Back to you, Mac. Thanks for doing the net. This is VA3 NFG.
Very good, Steve. Okay, thanks for that, and appreciate your check-in. Got you with a 10 over S9, doing a great job there. And cheesecake, yep, that's one of my wife's favorites. So gearing up for the dinner tonight. What did I do? I picked up a nice bakery fresh apple pie, and of course we picked up a couple of slices of a strawberry or raspberry cheesecake for her. So she's got her thing going, and I got a whole pie to myself. No, I'm sure she's going to have a piece of the pie sooner or later. She always does, if you know what I mean. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Nods as good as, yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so you're back to work tomorrow and full week, Steve?
Yeah, full week and then the weekend off. So that's not too bad. Had today off, which is good. And yeah, that's about it. Raspberry cheesecake. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, every weekend we visit our friends over on the East Mountain. It's the Zarky's Bakery, and they always have some tempting, luscious things to add to your waistline. So I kind of figure that that's their method of helping you watch your waist. Gets easier to see all the time.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we've got half
half a baked cheesecake, and we've got a half of some other cake. I'm not even sure what kind of cake it is, but I'm sure it's good. So yeah, yep, me too. I guess I'll be, I'm about to have some of that cheesecake, so I'll be full of it in about a half hour from now.
Okay, I heard you say that. I'm surprised Paul didn't jump in on that one. Steve's going to be full of it in half an hour. All right, so you're number 18 on the list, I think. Let's see if there's anybody else for last call stations. Last call. Any last call stations for D number 755?
Victor Echo 4, Charlie Romeo Golf, VE3.
VE3, GBD.
All right, we got 3. Victor Echo 4 station. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. V4 CRG, V3. Not much going on. Just throwing one more in for the count. Support the local net. My radio should be sounding as usual, as I haven't really done much with the radio. Still chipping away on my 2-meter beam project. So with that, I'll send it back to net. Everybody have a nice evening. 73, V4 CRG, V3.
All right, very good. And I've got you with an S9 to my location, so your station's doing a very good job. And what did you guys fill your bellies with for a wonderful Easter dinner? Back to you.
Chicken and fries.
All right, keeping it simple. There you go. Very good. And with that, we'll move on to George. Golden brown and delicious. What's going to come out of that kitchen? How you doing, George? Bring it back in.
Mac, I'm telling you, we had one hell of a feast. I did a ham on the rotisserie and on the barbecue. The wife did a turkey. The stepdaughter, well, my wife's daughter, she brought lasagna. We had potatoes. We had, veggies, corn. We had, oh my God, all the fixings. Buddy, we're all about to pass out over here.
All right, George. Sounds like there might be some leftovers in the offing as well. Glad everybody had a good meal, and obviously you had some time with the family, so that's what it's all about, Roger.
Oh yeah, Mac. They're still here. They're in the house. Oh, I keep getting interference here. Yeah, no, they're all sitting in the house. I came out here to have a smoke break. But yeah, no, it's it was quite the dinner. Gotta save room for the beers.
Well, yeah, there's equal time for all things, right? George, I got to tell you, the good news here is that you tied Pierre, because he was coming in with an S9, and so are you. Keep up the good work, my friend. Do you got anything else you want to share?
I was actually going to ask you about that. Am I beating Pierre, or is he still, louder than me? Oh, very good though. Hey, competition is competition, but it's just friendly. It's just all in fun. But I don't think I have any more to add there. But I appreciate you doing the net. Carol paid.
Okay, George. Yep, you and Pierre are neck and neck with an S9, so I think we'll just keep it right there. So next guy on the list is Mark, coming out of Mississauga /Toronto-ish. HES. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mac and all on frequency. Victor Alpha 3 Hotel Echo Sierra here in Mississauga with the little guy Enzo here in the shack. Yesterday was a big feast over at my parents. Lots of pasta and all kinds of goodies. And today I stayed home with the little guy because he's a little under the weather. So my wife and my daughter went over to the in-laws, and they're en route back home with another big sack full of food. So I probably got enough leftovers to last me a week. So figured I'd add another bean to the pot, or as I heard somebody say, another butter for the bowl. I kind of like that one a bit better. But that's all for now. Back to you, Mac, and I'll probably catch you on the sideband net in a little bit.
Okay, roger that. And with that, yeah, we're getting close to time here. We'll just give it a quick last-minute call for any other stations that want to get in before we shut her down. Last call, last call, last call.
Victor Alpha 3, Alpha X-Ray Juliet.
AJS recheck.
Okay, stand by, Amnon. Alpha X-Ray Juliet. We'll take you. Go ahead.
Good evening, Matt. Mac, I think it is. Yeah, I think I'm right. I don't know. Yeah, we had a feast. Had a bunch of people in from Oshawa. Had ham and all the good stuff that goes with it. They're all gone now, thank God. You know, it's great to see these people. We haven't seen them for a while, coming from Oshawa and the surrounding areas. But it's always nice to see them go.
Yeah, friends and family are always good to have a brief visit with, and sometimes putting a start and finish time on these events are in our best interests. So I've got you with an S5 on direct. Your station's doing a good job tonight, and I appreciate the extra bean for the pot there. So I've got to run the sideband net, which started 1 minute ago. Do you have anything else before we go?
No, we're good. I'll let you get back to what you're doing there and have your other net. And I'm going to switch over to 147 420. Okay, thanks a lot, everybody. And so I'll be in the palm. How many did we get in?
We got a count of 22 so far, and that's not bad. Anything else?
Nope, that's good. We're good. We're going to be stepping on this one, and we're going to be switching over to 147 420. Thanks a lot for doing the net, and you did a fine job, sir.
Thanks for that. And final recheck with Amnon. Go ahead.
I'll try to be quick. I was just going to say, yeah, Mark was getting Mark with an S5, nice signal to my location. Strongest station from Hamilton was Steve with an S9, I guess, from his base station. Yeah, and it's nice to find out, you know, that I was often wondering if I want to change microphone for this radio, if there's some sort of an adapter. It's nice to know that there is adapters available for it. Because a lot of my other radio here, the old Kenwood, it uses exactly the same connector. Sometimes I dread the day that I may accidentally switch microphones and cause some damage. And one last thing that they're talking about cheesecakes. My wife makes a mean cheesecake. She doesn't do it very often because it requires a lot of work, but it's chocolate marbled cheesecake. Delicious. Thanks, Mac. We'll see you on the next net, BCAJ.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to the Cheesecake Showdown because FJJ's wife is reportedly also making a super duper cheesecake that is envied from far and wide. Anyways, guys, we've got a good list here. I think time constraints means we shut this one down. I've got to move over to 446125. So with that, I'm going to thank all the stations that have participated tonight. Appreciate your check-ins, and we'll look forward to you guys checking in with the COVID lockdown night tomorrow night. We're here every evening at 7 p.m. Using the ZOE repeater. With that, thank you very much to Terry IQL for the use of his fine machine and for what he does for the community. So with that, I'll bid you all 73s and good night, and I'll be QSY to 446.125.
Number 23 here, V3 TGL.
I don't know. You might be gone.
Okay, late check-in. I've got you there, Uwe. Thank you very much.
That's it. I'll meet you over on QS on the other one there, 440 side.
USZ, the frequency from the E3CZI Burlington.
Currently, in Hamilton it's 6 degrees Celsius with mostly sunny skies. Tonight, you can expect just a few clouds in the sky.
Hola. Anybody out there? This is the E3CZI. Norman Burlington, standing by on 446.125.
Attention all stations, this is Victor Alpha 3, Indy Mike Whiskey, coming to you from Hamilton, Ontario. This is the Sunday night edition of our 70-centimeter sideband net. I apologize for being detained. I was running another net on the ZOE repeater, which has just finished. So I'm ready to get started with this. So I'm going to have to take a quick 30-second delay here, and I'll be right back. Thank you all for your patience. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, and welcome to another edition of the 70-centimeter sideband net. It is Sunday night, and we'll get started with check-ins. So come on in with your call sign, and try not to step on each other. And yeah, let's open it up. Go ahead.
Victor Echo 3 Canada, Zulu India, Norman Burlington, over.
Burlington Station, once again with a call sign.
Victor Echo number 3, C for Charlie, Z for Zulu, I for India, or as they say, copper, zinc, and iron, over.
Okay, so I've got 3 so far, AGF, CJI, and CA. Is there anybody else?
Correction, Victor Echo 3, copper, zinc. Copper, zinc, and iron. Charlie, Zulu, India, over.
Yes, Charlie, Zulu, iron, I've got you. And there was a station that doubled. Go ahead.
DA3 HES.
V3TNP. Okay, somebody double with Garnett. Try again. Okay, so far I have AJF, ZINCA, HES, TGL. Did I miss anybody?
You can put me to Mac VA3 and PT.
If I run out of ink tonight, you guys, I'm gonna have to prick a pin in my finger right in blood. Yeah, we had a lot of check-ins on the ZOE net, and once again, sorry for delaying the start of this. So yes, this is another edition of our 70 centimeter sideband net. So let's start with AJF. Emnon, go ahead.
Sorry for keeping it a little bit late on the other net. And yeah, I got you with an S2, nice clearance signal. Only an S2. I did hear Mark HES, also with an S2 TGL. And so far the strongest station was NPT. You know, I got him was 50 over S9, I think because I have the preamp turned on. And even with the preamp turned off, it's usually about 30 or 40 over. I did want to get it earlier to get it at the top of the net because they disappear for a while. Back to you, Mac. You see you, Jeff.
Okay, Emnon. Yeah, with all the stuff going on, I was trying to make this a quick one tonight. So if nothing else, we're probably going to do one round down and a quick 73. So other than that, no problem. Appreciate you joining for both the nets. And let's move on to our new participant, Charlie Zulu India. Good to hear you, and where are you coming from?
Yeah, okay, very good. Good evening. Name is Norm. Nancy Oval Roger Mike. We're located in Burlington, Ontario. And the call is Victor Echo 3 Copper, Zinc, Iron. Copper, zinc, and iron. And I heard about the net here on the Burlington Amateur Radio Club Groups IO. We used to have a 2-meter sideband net on Saturday night. Lasted about 3 or 4 months, and then just died a natural death. Never had a lot, but you seem to be a little more successful over here. I assume this is part of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club group, which is fine. And we're running an 857, about 25 watts into a, I guess it's a, what do they call those, cheap receiver antennas, all band things. I didn't hook it up to the dual band antenna, but this one seems to be copying you just fine. So we'll just stand by. Thank you very much for running the net here, and let's see who else we can get. This is the E3 Copper, Zinc, and Iron. Name is Norm. Over.
Well, thanks for that, Norm, and thanks for joining the club. And, you know, the strange thing that we're learning about the sideband and its functionality on the 70 centimeter band is that you don't really need a whole lot of power and you don't need a whole lot of signal. So I'm going to give you the straight truth here. You're not moving my needle at all, but your audio is as clear as a bell. So I've got no carrier on you whatsoever, but can hear every word you're saying, and yeah, I'm intrigued with the quality of your audio. So thanks for joining us, and glad to hear the Burlington group is amalgamating with the functions that are happening around the Bay. So this net is not affiliated with the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. If anything, it is a portion of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. So we don't really make this net an affiliated net with any clubs, but we do run the two nets. There's one on Sunday night, which is this one, and then on Tuesday evening we run the Lake Ontario D-Star net. Obviously a little different mode, but glad to hear you in there, and we're here every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Well, usually I start right on time, and thank you again for jumping in. So spread the word, everybody's welcome. Number 3 on the list is Wade, NCA, come on in. Okay, Wade, always good to hear you there, and yeah, nice to hear your, oh, by the way, that is something I want to talk about. How do you get such good audio out of your 7100 if you're still running a stock mic? Back to you. Okay, roger that, and thanks for that input. So yeah, I've been doing some listening to some of the nets that have been also shared on YouTube, and when I look at the way your modulation sounds compared to mine with the stock mic, I'm envious, to say the least. Even though you've got that soft-spoken voice, somehow my stock microphone still gives me a bassier, quieter version of myself. Anyways, we'll look forward to my Heil microphone being delivered sometime in the future. I can't even say near future. Anyways, thanks for that, Wade. I've got you with an S7 tonight, doing a super job coming out of Dundas. And we'll move on to Mark, HES. Your signal looks really good tonight.
Good evening, Mac, and all on frequency. Victor, Alpha 3, Hotel Echo Sierra, Mark in Mississauga. Just running the 991A barefoot tonight. Didn't have a chance to get the amplifier hooked up. The wife finally came home, so gonna go inside shortly and dig into some fiddles. And I'm working on my sideband setup here. I'm soldering up some RCA connectors and some enclosures for my sequencers, because I've got a UHF and VHF preamp that will need to be put in service sooner than later. So I figured I'd take a bit of time this weekend to do all the ugly stuff, drilling holes and mounting connectors and soldering stuff, so I can be ahead of the game. I'll be around for the 7-3 round, Mac, and this is a quick signal report to everybody. I got copy on Amnon, neither was an S2, no copy on CZI, no copy on NCA. GMP, you were about 3x3, TGL, you were loud, you were 5x8. And MPT, I heard you, but I didn't see anything on the meter. I was distracted by the soldering iron. All right, that's all for now. Back to you, Mac.
Okay, Mark, thanks for that. Yes, I got you with a 5 S units and then a little bit, so doing a fairly good job there. Let's see, next on the list is GNP, if we haven't put him to sleep already. Garnett, you were sounding good, go ahead.
Good morning, Mac. Hey, Bruce on you. This is Son Remote still. I'm Sonny two back this way.
Okay, Garnett, so similar to your FM capability, I've got you with 15 over S9, so your station's doing good. So this is the remote still, Roger?
Good, still on the remote. I'm having a living watching TV.
Yes, you're living the life of Riley. So, all right, yeah, we're gonna make it a quick one tonight. What's for dessert tonight?
Not sure yet.
Okay, your secret's safe with me. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Okay, TGL is next on our list. Uwe, bring it in.
And Papa Delta Lima in here too.
Okay, Paul, got you in the log, and thanks, Ube. NCA's got some improvements to make on his antenna installations, and with the warm weather coming, we can all look forward to hearing more of him. Much more of him, both on VHF and UHF as well as HF, so he's got a lot of stuff in front of him. All right, TGL got you with an S1. Banging audio, though. I mean, don't take a number to heart. I gotta say, your audio is just as loud and clear as Mark's is. So I got him with an S5 and you with an S1, so you're doing what you're doing, and you're doing it right. So we're going to move on to NPT, and stand by, Paul, for a second. Go ahead, Nuno.
Hello, Mac again. So I have a couple of reports, and I just want to say if I'm not here, if you call me again, probably I'm just on dinner. So I have Norm, the new guy with the S2, Amnon, my neighbor. It's the strong one, S9 plus 50 was breaking the scale. I have you, Mike, with the S9 15. I have Wade S0 with a lot of noise. I couldn't understand him. I have Mark S9, Garnet S9 plus 10, and Ube S9 plus 10. So it looks like pretty good tonight.
CZI.
CZI, go ahead.
Yeah, that last station, nice signal. Could you do me a favor? And you mentioned all these calls. Where are they all located? I mean, I heard you said one's in Dundas, and I'm in Burlington, and that control, you got a good signal too. But I'm kind of curious to know where everybody is, over.
Okay, very good question. So CZI has asked where everybody's located. So Amnon is young and no, I'm going to get that one wrong. He's the north side of Etobicoke, I think. That's probably the one that I'm most inaccurate with. NCA is in Dundas. HES is in Mississauga. GNP is in Lower Hamilton. TGL is up near the airport, I think. And NPT is at Yonge and Eglinton on the 29th floor. in an admirable position. If I got anybody extremely wrong on location, feel free to throw a rock at me or bring it back in with a correction.
Yeah, but where are you located? I don't know the calls yet.
Oh, well, Net Control, Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey, is in Hamilton on the West Mountain. If I go any further west, I'd be Ancaster, but I'm not there yet. I couldn't afford to live over there. So, yes, I'm as far west as you can go on the mountain in Hamilton without bumping into Ancaster.
Yeah, okay. Well, I used to live at Upper Sherman and Lime Ridge for many, many years before we moved to Burlington, so I know roughly the area. Okay, very good, guys. Well, it sounds good. It's amazing though with some of the signals from Toronto. I guess the next step is to find out what antennas you're on. I can change antennas here and see if the guys in Toronto can hear me better. But we got to run as you do, and we'll look for you next week. Over.
Okay, Norm, no problem. I'm running an X200 vertical. All of us are pretty much vertically polarized, and that's why we're running on this frequency. So nobody seems to be running horizontal beams or anything like that at this point in time. So if that helps, pretty much anything between an X30 and an X200. Garnet runs X700, so yeah, there's a little bit of variation there, but basically vertical dual band antennas is what we've got going on for this group.
Yeah, Roger, that's what I figured. Yeah, well, I'm vertical also. I used to work satellite stuff and I had all those fancy antennas, but I haven't done that for about 10 years now. But, okay, sounds good, guys. Thanks very much for letting me in, and I'll have to get a list of all the calls and the names, but I guess you guys all know each other, and I'm the newbie, so I'll have to try and figure it out. I think you said it was V3IWC, I think, or something like that, and it must be Matt, that is, the way the guys are talking. Okay, thanks very much. We'll look for you next week. This is Norm, V3CZI in Burlington. Over.
Okay, Norm, no problem. Net Control is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. First personal is Mac Mike Alpha Charlie. And sorry, I didn't clarify that earlier on. And again, thanks for playing with us. Okay, we went through Nuno, and PDL is on the list. Go ahead, Paul.
Thanks, Mac. Everybody's sounding good. I wasn't writing down anybody's signal reports, so I guess I dropped the ball there, but I was having no problem hearing everyone. Everyone's coming in pretty good tonight there. So, yeah, I won't keep it. You're trying to speed things up, so thanks for letting me participate here, and I'll pass it back to you, Mac. V3PDL, back to Net Control.
Well, Paul, as usual, thanks for keeping it short to get you with a 15 over S9, doing a super job on a super sideband. Let's see, anything else before we carry on and give a kind of last minute call?
No, sir, just an extra welcome out to Norm there, and yeah, good to hear an extra voice in there, Norm. Hope to hear you again, sir. V3PDL, back to you, Mac.
Yeah, every bar needs a Norm, Roger. All right. So we've got a good list of folks here. I think I count 8, plus myself is 9. So let's make this a last call for anybody else that wants to jump in with us for the 70 centimeter sideband net. Okay, well, we got Chuck online as well. You got in for last call. What do you have?
But I am streaming the sideband net as an extension of the code 19 lockdown net. So if you want to
titled COVID-19 Lockdown Net, day number 754. Just move the slider at the bottom about an hour ahead so that you're at the 8 o'clock hour when the net actually started, and you guys can hear all the signals, check out everybody's audio and signals on the YouTube stream. Other than that, Mac, we're by ourselves, like I mentioned earlier, and no chocolates yet. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for me, sir. We'll send it back to you.
Well, very good, Chuck. Got you with an S3 tonight on direct. Because we're all direct. Being simplex. Yes, there we go. And I am the envy of all mankind. Because my wife was good enough to get me a chocolate bunny, one of those little Lindor golden bunnies that was dark chocolate. So yes, the best bunny of all. Anyways, you're looking forward to your family dinner tomorrow. That's really good. And Chuck, thanks for streaming the nets tonight, both covering off the ZOE as well as this sideband net. Anyways, any last minute check-ins? Let's give it one more try. Last call. Okay, so we're going to take a quick trip down for the 73 round. AJF, you're at the top of the list. Go ahead. Nothing heard. CZI. The lights are getting dim. Yes. Copper, zinc, and iron. Are you still with us for the 73 round? Go ahead. Okay, this is going to be easy. NCA Wade. Comment. There's a comment in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Sounds good there, Wade. What do I got? You about 7 units, maybe? I just realized you're on the 73 round already, but get me in there for checking there, Mac. Victor Alpha 3, November 5, Trot Golf.
Okay, you jumped in at just the right moment, Steve, so I got you in with S15. Anything else you wanted to add?
No. How about a report? More concerned with frequency. Do I sound like I'm on? Like my usual self?
You sound pretty close. So if you are not tuning to RIT and you've tuned into my voice, or I would say Wade's pretty much on frequency as well, then yeah, you sound pretty much like yourself.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'm transmitting at 125, but this particular radio has a clarifier, so I'm clarifying to like 125.07. Makes you sound like you should sound.
Okay, well, I can't complain. So in future weeks, maybe Sean, V3F and I will be on, and he's got his radio modified with a chip, with a GPS time clock, which keeps his radio tuned exactly spot on to the frequency. So we use him kind of as a reference point. Anyways, yeah, Steve, I'll let you listen along while we take a rundown the rest of the 73 list, and maybe you've got some other signals you want to add at the tail end. So we had come through Wade. Let's see. Mark is next on the list, HES.
All right, well, 7-3 Mac and all on frequency. Another good one tonight, a little bit quick. The last station there didn't catch your call, but you were coming to me fantastic. Actually, almost everybody but CZI and NCA were the only two I really couldn't hear. Hopefully next Sunday I'll have time to maybe get preamp hooked up now that I've got all the soldering done. That's all for now. 7-3 everyone, back to you, Mac.
Okay, very good, and thanks for that, Mark. The station that joined us late was VE3 and FG, and you'll hear him at the tail end of the 73s. And let's see, next on our list is Garnett for the 73 round. Go ahead.
Yeah, good night, Mark. Thanks for being there with us on there. 73, and have a good evening and a good Easter. We'll talk to you another day. VE3 TMP.
Thanks again, Garnett. Always good to hear you. And Ube, you're next on our list. Okay, enjoy your leftovers, and who's next? Who is next? Nuno, go ahead.
Yeah, everyone will sounding good tonight. Good strong signals, and I just want to say 73-12. I hope everyone have a great week. And this is VA3 and PT.
Very good, Nuno. Enjoy your leftovers as well as what you're eating right now. And Paul, PDL, next on the list for the 73 round. Go ahead.
You guys were all talking about cheesecake earlier. The wife made apple strawberry crumble for our dessert today, and I have yet to have some. Everybody tells me how good it is, but I haven't tried any yet.
Okay, well, I can guarantee you that the sweetness of the apples and the sweet tart of the strawberry is a really good candidate for a crumble. And a crumble is like one step from heaven. So my mom used to make apple crisp, what she called it, which is that flour and brown sugar and butter mixture that you put over top of okay, mouth is watering. Sorry, I can't talk anymore. Okay, enjoy that, Paul, and if there's anything that you really can't stomach, then just let me know. Thanks again for joining us tonight. Next on our list is Chuck. Yes, CJZ, the author of the video compliment. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks, sir, Mac. Do appreciate you doing the net, and good time. I heard pretty much everyone, and if others listening would like to join us on Wednesday night for the Amateur Radio Exchange Group net, that's another Simplex net on 2 meters on 146.430, and that's Wednesday at 8 p.m. So if you, your listeners want to do a 2 meter net and join us there every Wednesday. It's been on for almost 29 years, the AREG net. Thanks again, Mac. We'll let you go. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Thanks again, Chuck. And yes, that's a really important point. Another Simplex net that's on 2 meters on Wednesday evening, 146.430. The net runs from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. Chuck, VA3CJZ is our net controller, and this net has been running for almost 29 years. So we do encourage check-ins from all over this region to participate in that as well. Alrighty, I think the tail end of the list is is Steve, so you can give it a big wrap up. Any signal reports, and we'll take your 73s. Go ahead, sir. Okay, Steve has moved on to something else, so thank you one and all for participating in another enjoyable time period. Again, sorry for being late, and appreciate your patience. This is Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey on behalf of the Sunday night 70 centimeter sideband net. Appreciate your participation. So I'll bid you 73s to one and all, and to all a good night. We'll return this frequency back to normal amateur use. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, in addition to the other stations that reported before, I did pick up Low Bars TDL and DJZ. And the second strongest station to my location was Steep. That's 973 NAC and all that. NAC, I think the other day, the other net, last time, they were asking me if I have the compressor on. Yeah, it is on, but it's at the default setting.
Yeah, I think I've got my compressor turned up to 6 or 7, just to give it a little extra punch.
Yeah, I'll try that for next time. Thanks, Max.
73s, my friend. We'll chat with you later. Victor Alpha 3, Indy Mike Whiskey.